and thanks so much for joining me for Everyday Vlogmas Day 24. Cue the music one last time. I actually thought I would get tired of that music, but now that this is the last day, I think I actually might miss it. This is the last day of Vlogmas. Thank you so very much to all of you who tuned in, especially to those of you who tuned in every single day. It really was kind of an experiment. It wasn't even really planned. I kind of was going off of your recommendations and questions every day. So when I woke up, I didn't know what I was gonna film, but it all worked out. It kind of has been a blur, but I said one of the reasons I wanted to do this was because I thought I'd miss the busyness of the season because it's so different this year, but I definitely kept busy. So thank you so much for all of the kind comments and encouragement. I really needed it to keep me motivated because in the middle of it, I didn't seem like I would ever get here. But now that we are here, I look back and I don't know where 24 days went. Thank you again for tuning in, all the encouragement. To my fellow content creators who've also tuned in, who have direct messaged me to see how it was going and to encourage me to keep going. Thank you to Abby Bliss White for doing a live with me. And also to my sister who made a recent visit on one of the videos talking about style. I think we've convinced her to start her own Instagram style account. So as that develops, I will give you more details and definitely let you know where you can find her because I think she's so talented. A special thank you to my husband who's been very patient throughout this past 24 days. We've had a lot of frozen chicken nugget dinners because I've just been so busy editing in the evenings. I really appreciate that. He's also seen mostly the side of my face and looking at the computer in the evenings, just trying to edit and get it posted for the next day. So I look forward to spending more time with him after Vlogmas is over. But he has definitely stepped in, taking care of dinners and other things around the house while I've been busy editing. So thank you so much. Just as a reminder, this is the last day of the St. Jude fundraiser. I've attached it to this video so you don't have to go find the other one. I think we're close to 1,500, if not above that at this point. So if you are in the position to donate, I would really appreciate it. I know many of you already have. Thank you so much for your generous donation. I'd also love to know what you loved about Vlogmas. I changed up the format a little bit. I like the fast forward part of it where you see the application makeup really quickly, especially with things that I use all the time. So let me know about things in Vlogmas that you liked that I should continue in the new year. I have things coming from Charlotte Tilbury and Chanel that I need to do videos on as soon as they get here. I will create them and post them, so please be on the lookout for those. Let's go ahead to day 24. I forgot I was gonna talk about the palette. So I already went in with this shade right here. I'm gonna go in with that all over the lid. We're gonna do kind of like a, in my mind, kind of a holiday look. But I think you could do beautiful when and done with this shade right here. It's got some warmth to it, so it's not a totally silvery cool color. This is, by the way, the Modern Glamour palette. Okay, so let's just do that for now. Yeah, you could definitely just do this and be good to go. I'm gonna take this silver shade though. I'm just patting this on right on the eyelid. This one is definitely a cooler shade. We're gonna take this darkest gray color. I think it's gray. Oh, I better make sure these are even out. It's hard to tell. Again, when I use these little mirrors, I can't really see and I really don't know until I look at the playback. So you can see that it deepened it as well. I wonder if this other color is a little bit more sheer. This one seems a little bit more dense. So when I take the deepest shade, right here. I think it's a dark gray, not quite black. Let's find out. We're gonna put it on the outer corner here. So another way that I get that lift is this corner right here to make it go straight across the top. And I just let the brush go back and forth and it kind of builds that for me. Okay, I think it's really evident with the darker shadow. I also wanted to go in and do that perfected. I mean, I really noticed a difference on the full face of Favorites. What a difference it makes to go in with that sizzly first and then in with foundation. It just, like, the surface just looks so perfected. So this seems to be quite nice, this darker color. Sometimes really dark colors like this can be kind of patchy, but I'm not getting that, at least in this little area I'm working with here. Oh yeah, I did go in with the Sizzly powder just as a kind of like a demo. I think you can see it added some color though to my complexion. So I say if you're any more light than me, I would probably try the number 2. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of this warmer color right underneath, and then let's put some of this white right here in the inner corner. Let's do that inner corner first. This is a very glam kind of look. So I did that other video, the brush video, and I didn't use all of these layers of powder. And to me, and maybe it's just me because I'm sitting there editing the video, but I can see a difference when I skip various steps, which is why I do all of the steps, but maybe it's not as noticeable to you. Let me know if you thought it was noticeable, because it was very evident to me that I had done fewer steps. Gonna go in with that grayish, that warm gray color underneath. Then of course I'm going to do winged liner, Tom Ford. I'm gonna use, let's use Noir Intense in the tight line. And then I wonder if, let's use the gray. Wait, actually, let's use the gray now. Where is that pencil? I opened this slate pencil by Chantecaille, and so let's put that in right now so you can see what that looks like. I was saying I needed a gray eyeliner. Perfect timing. So let's go in with this gray. Ooh, that is really pretty, because I swatched this the other day, but I didn't notice that it has a bit of a reflective quality about it. That is really beautiful. I hope you can see it there. So this is a great one because Chanel does not have a gray eyeliner, at least in the US. I haven't seen one. That's really pretty. I'm glad I picked this up. Okay, now I've got to do my winged eyeliner off camera, and then I'll be right back. So I think that's really the transformative piece here, but the eyeshadow is really beautiful itself. Let's go in with a little bit of blush. Let's go in with 68 just for something a little bit on the neutral side for me. Actually, let's try on all those Chantecaille lip colors. I have not had a chance to try them, only swatching them. Someone had a question about blush placement. So I do start here and then I kind of just follow the contour of my cheek like this, like the highest point, and then I try and make sure I have the most color right here. I don't know if that's like a technique or anything, but that's just what works for me. And I keep it kind of high, so I just follow the line like this. And I try and blend it in with the bronzer. If there's a little sheen, then it'll pick up on the bone structure too and kind of bring that out. And I almost go in like this motion. So I kind of sweep down and up. Down and up. Kind of like a check mark almost. Let's go ahead with the lightest one first. This is Rose Quartz, and it does have a shimmer in there. And this is like a multi-dimensional shimmer. I mean, it's very sparkly. Hydrating, but you can see this is very much like a party lip to me because of all the individual particles of shimmer in there. Which is kind of like, I don't think what people think of the Chantecaille, that there's something this sparkly. So this is Rose Quartz. So you've got some micellar water here, and it's really hard to remove the sparkle. Like the sparkle is stuck. So we're gonna just leave that because I could be doing this forever. So just know if you wear this, you're gonna have some residual shimmer on there. Let's go in with the Carnelian. I can feel a little bit of the sparkle in there. That one's really pretty. And then let's go in with this last one, Rubelite. More of like a pink shimmer in there. I want to try and layer Carnelian on top and see what it looks like, because this one's more of like a cool toned, but I like the warm tone in here. Really hydrating. So there we go. I think though for this look, I want something, because the eyes are so dramatic. Let me pick another red that doesn't compete, because I really feel like this lip color wants all the attention, but so do these eyes. Okay, let's try it has a little bit of sparkle in it. This is the Chanel Rouge d'Or 127. Okay, I think that's festive, but it's not competing too much with the eye. What we're gonna do is bake my favorite holiday dessert, and this is usually made by my mom. So she'll either make it for Thanksgiving or Christmas, depending on which one we're there for. So this year I am making them, I've made them before, but this year I'm making them myself because we won't be seeing her. If you like pecan pie, it's kind of like that. They're called pecan Tassies. They lived in New Orleans for a little while, so she picked up the recipe from New Orleans, and I think she's made them every year as long as I can remember. So if you like pecan pie, I prefer kind of a dry pecan pie. This is more along those lines, and they're teeny tiny little, like almost individual pecan pies. So I'm gonna go ahead and share that recipe with you. We're gonna make half of the batch again, because I think a full is like 30 to 45, which is too many. So we've got 1 1/4 cup of flour. Then we've got 1 stick and 1/4 of butter. We've got 4 ounces of cream cheese. So this is the crust part. And then we have pecans. So I need to chop these. The cheese got frozen though, so I need to let it thaw first. Then we'll do this part, but let me go ahead and chop these first. I'm just gonna mix the cream cheese, the butter, and the flour together. Then we're gonna try these cupcake molds, because that way we can pop them out. I haven't used it before, but I rolled these all into individual portions, and then you just take each one and you line the cups. And then just make sure that this corner here doesn't get too much dough, and try and just distribute it evenly. Just take the pecans and place them in each cup. Yeah, if you see something thin like that, just try and fill it in. Okay, I had to wait a little bit for the syrup to arrive. Okay, so we've got in here 1 1/2 eggs beaten. I just beat 2 eggs and then put in some of it. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. We have 1/2 cup of sugar. We have 1/16 a teaspoon of salt, so just a pinch of salt. 1 tablespoon of melted butter. And then I'm going to put in this, which is really probably not very good for me, but the whole recipe calls for a whole bottle, so we're gonna put 1/2 a bottle in and mix that up. We take our pre-filled cups here, then we're gonna fill each one. Oh, that's too much. Don't put that much in. Okay, I think I put too much in. Don't put that much in. But we'll see how they turn out. So we have the oven on at 350, and we're gonna bake them for 30 minutes. Just wanted to show you how this flexible cupcake mold really is just so easy to pop these out. We've used a traditional cupcake, like a tin before, but it's so much harder to take them out, and this is so much better. I need to get one for my mom. And they actually turned out quite nicely, so I think the amount that I put in there was okay. They didn't bubble over. Yeah, they just look like little pecan pies, and they're so yummy. I'll open one for you just so you can see. But we are doing a roast on Christmas, so these will be our dessert. So you can see they're kind of like a drier, they're not like your traditional pecan pie inside, but I prefer them like this. Really, really tasty. And that is it for today's video. Remember, this is the last day to donate to St. Jude. If you are interested, I've attached the fundraiser to this video. Thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. I appreciate your generosity and kindness. Just because Vlogmas is over doesn't mean I will stop making videos. I have some new things coming in from Charlotte Tilbury, from Chanel, so I will be making those videos in the next coming days. That is it for today's video and for Vlogmas, so please take care of each other, stay well, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I will see you in the next video.